Mr. Lynch lives only benign forever. Good morning, Mr. Mathematics simply, or 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 simply, David. David, not Lynch. It's May 12, 2025, it's Monday. Renewables, via once again, yes, it was totally cloudy. The 8 seems totally clear. Yes, also some little clouds. Some parts of the sky, but yeah, totally clear. Some of the sky is general. It's early actually, it's noon and 15, 71, 6 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. And it means this is really soft. Like in this period, it's fucking soft, it's gadgets, it's useful. Speaking of tools to be the reports of the RCO, if let us say in some will be 4 years. That's why I regard the spring RCO is still 3 years. As perhaps someone I think on body is on body, which I know suppose need. I'm sure that I see it and everything. It's similar, but it's similar to my purpose. Perché capivo 100 ma it's better perhaps for you. Tanto for me, la idea deve essere antica operation, so for the fact that the autumn, summer, and winter, sense fact for the autumn, so si che si soft, si just before for the summer, it's just for the winter, ci vuole su in generale, sono si che sono un classic adjective. As regards the degrees, at least in news, figures in Africa, absolutely compresa. Saying it seems that we're in the first time, often 20-25 days, where is the first part in general, spring, adesso, really since April 4 it was funny. At the same time, it seems as light summer atmosphere, obviously, we're in May and we're going to summer, we're going to Jan. So, this is, at least for me, and not for other people. Where in general, we also still not in the sky, to see in general, we say, I say for sure, it's just for it's really beautiful. But this seems if I can be free, as I'm refusing this. Gary afternoon, I think at Rebel at 70 years, repeated just before 621, 6 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius. But real person doesn't feel it in G. Just before today, it's beautiful. Blue skies and nice shadows near my head is, as usual, is amazing. Just a bit. Sorry for this position at this hour. And this moment is the only position to which I can show you that I have at this beautiful sunshine near my hand. Very beautiful sunshine, in fact, sublime, condensance, and I cannot keep sitting there like this. Since we had until now the skeleton considering here, considering the fact that we are really being new, considering the giungeva su fixable. For now, we have them in fact in the sky for another practically 7 hours and 15 minutes. Yes, more or less in comparison with the American first room, a completely fresh rule. Well, so seminenso, quindi non io che le cortine su insomma altura di canzone yourself, in fact, and you only send it with encode, but it's also for a thing to love for perché tu inizi per reading, insomma non ci resta. Ma è l'ultimo che si più il pentemento tools nel menu, visible nel menu, tools noise better visible for me. It's a definition. That's the point in me, generation. As regarding the shadow is not visible, and the routine general visible, as soon as it is for me, at least at center in the shadow, as soon as it is at 7 minutes next. And finally, Ramman will keep GX614, APG, PG 625. Also these occasions in reality, you shut down. Questi non le people for the genre, person is like getting a door. Also, my worry system. Also, myself, plus the skills and father, yeah, you will get breakfast. Today it's really, but today it's late in general. Also, my arts when if at the same time I also slide late, so yeah. Fa così late mi informato, devo importare questi fare io nelle legge. Non sembra che tutte cose sabili, fa cane breakfast, fintene sono io. I start with them. Fintene parte metti dei fatto su estero. Finché te regole fa così, sembra che te su estero ci va. La tua ripete. Close si ricorda di regole. Late, non sembra molto slightly late. Slide late, si vede meglio. It's just wrong, obviously. Just wrong code, non è fitting. But, l'importante è che ci siamo e attenzione, also dei fortuni non ci sono a milioni. No, se io say. E che fa, si sono mossi tutti questi frammenti. Absolutely. Na sono in su X, sai, non shots, fai questi biscuits, tra many beautiful colors, biscuits and sales, for beautiful biscuits and sales. I think that, infatti, best one of the best, kind of biscuits that cookie with chocolate with spoons. If I'm not mistaken, to was also the very biscuit of Mr. Lynch, in particular, other two things that I really want to say. And that is, the first one is about milk fats, no shots, leggings, and the coffee. Obviously, to jest jakiś chocolate, because you know that's when I shot fragment video, I shot it, we need it. I should have cut because breakfast was a bombs. So that's video in particular, my mamma. Second thing is about 3 CS factor, if there are beautiful CS that are Colanda. Italian CS for me is at second place of position. Because at the first place of position, right? Era Pam Italian CS. Fact, always, I truly recommend them to you because they are really superb. Also, tomorrow, I suppose if on the time, if I can until tomorrow with all the leppen, but I will see. It's beautiful, it's a shiny bit in the content sense. I'll not kiss it today, later, Krisa.